Hello, and welcome to another console exclusive thing where I basically talk about the console and its exclusives and sometimes what I think about them, and yeah. As I said in the previous video, I'm going to talk about the games that I know about and that I actually know a little bit about basically. And usually it isn't downloadable games or indie games, so yeah. Today we're going to look at Xbox One, and at the launch, when it was released, well, here in Sweden it wasn't released officially until the 4th of September in 2014. This was a big disappointment for many, and because of that I think PlayStation got a little bit of a head start here, at least here in Europe, because many countries didn't get the console, so yeah. But when it actually released, they had, well, this was the United States game, so they had Dead Rising 3, Forza Motorsport 5, Rise, Son of Rome, and one other that I know about is Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct, interesting, really like the look of it. Rise, Son of Rome, liked the style, liked the time period, really wanted to play that. Dead Rising 3, no. I don't like to look at it, I don't know, it doesn't feel that interesting in my opinion. And Forza Motorsport 5 is just a racing simulator, and I don't usually play those. Sometimes I buy a racing game, but that was one of those that I didn't want to play, so yeah. Later on, there was a wait, as always, and in March I think they released Titanfall, which was also released on PC, so it was kind of exclusive because console exclusives anyway. It is a multiplayer shooter, so I don't like those games, so it was kind of meh, but it looked interesting. I really wanted to play it, but I usually don't buy those, so yeah, it was of course meh in my opinion. And later in September they released two big games, or one big and one that was hidden basically. D4, which was one of my, if I had a PlayStation or an Xbox One I would have bought it. D4 basically looked really interesting, really weird and fun at the same time, but I would have loved it to gain a little more attention, but yeah. Forza Horizon 2, another racing game. Sunset Overdrive was released in October, oh yeah. And Fantasia Music Evolved. Fantasia, I think, was the last big Kinect game before a lot of games didn't get released on that thing. I don't know. Kinect was basically put to the side after a big backlash. So yeah. But Sunset Overdrive, really wanted to play it. Looked really interesting, really fun, really colorful, but because I didn't want to buy a console for just one game, I didn't know about D4 before maybe in December or something like that in 2014. So Sunset Overdrive was looked really fun, but didn't want to buy the console for it. Then in November they released Halo the Master Chief Collection. I don't like first person shooters, so that was a big for me. But the storyline in Halo seems really interesting. If they should have just had it in third person, I would have liked to buy the console and play it, but nah. Because that didn't happen, so yeah. Later there wasn't that big many games. They had one big indie game that looked interesting. It was Ori and the Blind Forest. I really wanted to play it, but it was on Xbox, so yeah. After that wasn't that many big games. There was some Scream Ride and State of Decay HD or something like that. And after that, not many games at all. I think State of Decay was in April, and after that no games have been released. And now we're going to talk about the future. In September, or no, August, they're going to release Gears of War Ultimate Edition and what's it called, Rare Replay Collection. I really want to play both of them, but I don't know if I'm going to buy the console anyway. That's the thing. Because a lot of the exclusives they are showing is going to PC, so why not buy them for PC? That is the big thing that that is holding me on the edge of actually buying the consoles. Yeah. But both of those look really interesting, and I will have liked to play them. But yeah, in September they are going to start the big holiday hallelujah thing after a lot of nothing basically. They will release Forza Motorsport 6. I don't want to play it, so that is a big letdown for me. In October we're going to get Halo 5. I'm not a big Halo 5 because of the first person thing, so a big letdown for me. And after that, this one is a weird one. I don't really know if it is a full out exclusive or not, but Rise of the Tomb Raider. They're talking about it is a timed exclusive, so I don't know if it is worth buying it on the console for that game, but I really like the first one. It was one of my favorite games that I actually played, so a sequel on PlayStation 4 would have been lovely or something like that, but because they had this time exclusive thing, I don't know if it's going to be released or not. Why not just come out and say if it's going to be released or not on another console or platform? So yeah. After that, in 2016, they had Counter Break. Really want to play that, but yeah. Gears of War 4. Really interesting. Really like the visual art style on that one. They have maybe scale bound, whatever that is. I don't know anything about it, so I don't know if I'm excited or not. Crackdown. I don't know anything about that, so I don't know. And Phantom Dust. I don't know anything about it, so I can't talk really about it. And what they showed at the E3 conference, Recore. Really like what they have talked about so far about this game, so really looking forward to that. But of course I want to see gameplay and to know if it is first person or not, because if it is the first person, I'm not going to like it. That is the big thing. So yeah, for Xbox One it has been up and down. Some games look really interesting, but a lot of them doesn't look interesting at all. If I would have bought the console, I would have just had 2 games at this moment, because D4 I wouldn't have bought, basically, because if it would have really been released in retail I would have bought it, but anyway, I would have had Rise Son of Rome, but it is on PC now, so I can buy it there. So only Sunset Overdrive. Really a letdown so far for me at least, but for many it is a really great console, so yeah. Hopefully in the future they will have more games, so yeah. That's my opinion for Xbox One, and who's the next time for the final part.